Inside the AHSAA, your weekly look at Alabama prep athletics. Brought to you by Russell Athletic, Wilson, Team IP, Cadence Bank, Coca-Cola, Encore Rehabilitation, Farmers Insurance, and AL.com.
Hey everyone, this is Brett Pritchard with the AHSAA Radio Network, bringing you the AHSAA Weekly Update, heard exclusively on all of our affiliates statewide. Now let's find out the latest in high school athletics around the state.
Locust Fork High School sophomore running back Micah Stevens scored 4 touchdowns Friday night on successive offensive plays as the Hornets beat Douglas 42-22. Stevens, who finished with 203 yards rushing on 9 carries, grabs the AHSAA spotlight for Week 7 of the 2013 football season with his extraordinary accomplishment. He also edged out outstanding efforts from Marion County senior Reddy Swanigan and Smith Station duo Harrison Jones and Devontae Marshall for spotlight honors. Stevens' consecutive touchdown feat came over a 7-minute stretch in the first half. The scores all came basically on the same spread formation play. Lining up on the left flank in the double wing set, he ran to the right and cut off the blocks of pulling guards Dustin McKay and Hunter Gilliland and Preston Broadhead to score his first touchdown late in the first quarter on a 12-yard run. Musso said center Heath Edwards and left tackle Blake Foster sealed off the middle with key blocks, and fullback Shiloh Biles led Stevens through the hole with a key block as well. After forcing a Douglas punt, Stevens sped 30 yards behind the same blockers for his second score. 4 plays later, the Locust Fork offense got the ball on downs and Stevens ran 49 yards for a touchdown. The defense forced a Douglas punt on the Eagles' next possession, and on first down, Stevens, picking up key blocks from his big lineman once again, dashed around right in for 78 yards with 6:49 left in the second period. In 4 offensive plays, the Hornets turned a 7-0 deficit into a 29-7 lead. When Locust Fork got the ball back the next time, head coach Chris Musso said they called the same play again. We gained 8 yards, and then we decided to get away from it for a little while, he said. We only have 5 seniors on this team. I can't tell you how excited our young kids were at halftime. It was just teamwork at its best and turned the game around. Reddy Swanigan surpassed school touchdown leader Perry Reed's 39-year-old career touchdown record with 5 touchdowns and 356 all-purpose yards as the Red Raiders beat South Lamar 54-24. Swanigan, who had 3 TDs as a freshman, now has 81 total after scoring on runs of 62 and 25. A 37-yard pass reception, an interception covering 57 yards, and his final TD on a 95-yard kickoff return to open the second half. His 336 total yards included 112 rushing on 5 carries, 37 pass receiving, and 207 on return yardage. He also scored once on a 2-point conversion run and booted the Raiders' only punt of the night for 36 yards. Jones kicked a 25-yard field goal early in the second quarter for the game's only points as Smith Station 7-0 knocked off Opelika 6-1 in a key Class 6A Region 3 game. It was the Panthers' first victory over the Bulldogs since 1994 and only the second in 22 tries. Running back Devontae Marshall, who had 166 yards rushing on 24 carries, sped 53 yards on a run to set up the Jones field goal. Other outstanding performances reported include Matt Hagler from Slocum. The quarterback rushed for 326 yards and 4 touchdowns on 30 carries and intercepted a pass on defense and recorded a sack on defense in leading the Red Tops to a 34-21 win over Geneva. Brandon Biner of Bessemer City piled up 360 all-purpose yards with 3 touchdowns and a 51-0 win over Jackson-Olin. Biner rushed for 198 yards and 2 scores, added 112 yards receiving, and returned a punt for 50 yards for a score.
Ever wondered what LMG can do for you? The possibilities are endless.
LMG is a full-service marketing group that can assist your business in achieving goals and attracting new customers. LMG offers custom apparel and promotional products, any type of signage and vehicle wraps, web design and internet marketing, video production, paper products, and more. Check us out on Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube, and visit us online at www.leemarketing.net. With 3 locations to best serve you, Madison Street in Alexander City, Highway 280 in Dadeville, and Frederick Road in Auburn. LMG, success by design. Now let's take a look at some milestones reached last week. Buddy Anderson of Vestavia Hills, the veteran Rebels head coach, watched Vestavia beat Carver Birmingham on Thursday night 56-14 for the 303rd win of his coaching career. All 303 wins have been at Vestavia. The victory moved Anderson ahead of Glenn Daniel of Laverne, who set the AHSAA wins record with 302 victories in his head coaching career. Daniel, a member of the NFHS and AHSAA Sports Hall of Fames, retired from coaching after the 1992 season with a 302, 169, and 16 record in the AHSAA with stops at Pine Hill and Laverne. Walden Tucker of Fayette County, who won 284 games at Gordo in Fayette County in the AHSAA, retired in 2010 with a 309, 126, and 3 overall record. His wins included 25 at non-member schools. Jimmy Moore, who retired at Colbert County in 2001 with a 305, 94, and 6 career record, posted 214 of those wins in Mississippi before compiling a 91 and 30 record at Colbert County. Baker running back Keyshawn Johnson scored 3 touchdowns, all on short runs, to help the Hornets beat Murphy 31-20 for the school's first varsity football victory over Murphy in school history. The Panthers hold a 23-1 edge in the series, which dates back to Murphy's 39-14 win in 1961. Murphy has outscored Baker 796-197 in the 24-game history. While football teams head into Week 8 of the regular season this weekend, volleyball teams close out the regular season as the AHSAA begins area tournament play next Monday for Classes 1A, 2A, and 3A. Classes 4A, 5A, and 6A will play area tournaments on Tuesday, October the 22nd. The champion and runner-up advance to the AHSAA Super Regional tournaments, either at Huntsville's Von Braun Center, where the North Super Regional will be held, or Montgomery's Crampton Bowl Multiplex Arena, where the South Super Regional will take place. Super Regional play will be October 25th and 26th, with the top 4 finishers in the class advancing to the Elite 8 state tournament at the Birmingham Crossplex, October 30th and 31st. That's going to do it for this week in the AHSAA. Don't forget to tune in Friday nights to the AHSAA football scoreboard. You can hear it on 16 great affiliates throughout the state of Alabama. Also, check out the AHSAA TV network, where upwards of 20 games are slated to be web streamed live this week. Until next week, this is Brett Pritchard for the AHSAA Radio Network.